Hey guys, Dave Draper here for ToyWorldOrder.
Put it on.
But it's not even a
Put it on.
It's not even a Star Wars thing.
7,000 views. Put it on. Yes. Excellent. Yes. Now do the review.
So today we're looking at the Amazon exclusive Marvel Legends 4-pack for the Avengers Age of Ultron. This features the last of the main characters from the first movie in their Age of Ultron forms, and our very first movie version of Bruce Banner with Mark Ruffalo. There was in fact there was an Eric Bana one, and there was the other guy from the other movie.
Ruffalo!
But he didn't even look like Edward Norton, but it didn't even look like him, and they were 4-inch scale anyway. So this is so we get Marvel's Thor, Prince of Asgard, wields his mighty hammer and battles for humanity. Black Widow, find a second Black Widow movie Marvel Legend. Black Widow is the elite spy recruited to fight on the side of the Avengers. Bruce Banner, yay! To stop evil, Bruce Banner must first learn to control his dual identity as the Hulk and Marvel's Hawkeye. How come it's not Marvel's Thor? Hawkeye aims alongside the Avengers as a master archer with deadly accuracy. Alright, so you see the crew on the side. Stuff that I read, including foreign.
I really liked Ruffalo in that movie with Robin Williams when they did Peter Pan.
And then, yeah, be quiet, you. And then the more of that. And then there's the window, so you can see the top of their heads, which is very important when you're buying something online and can't actually look at things. You show it. So anyway, let's crack this sucker open and take a look at the actual goodies inside. Goodies inside.
Yay, Ruffalo!
Okay, stop it.
Oh.
And here we have them out of the package: Thor, Black Widow, Banner, and Hawkeye. So as you can see, we're not gonna individually go through them all. I think she has elbows, and everyone else have the more traditional Legends triple joint elbows. They do have a pretty decent range of motion. A couple of these guys, yeah. Thor has wrist articulation that lets his wrist move up and down. Then they all have the double jointed knees, and just generally the standard articulation. All jointed heads. It was commented that he's got a paint app on his neck. The jacket is a separate piece. Some of these guys have ankle rockers. I think they might all have ankle rockers. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think they all have ankle rockers. But it's your basic, and we'll get into this in a minute with some of them. Your basic Marvel Legends articulation. Now, originally I thought these guys were all pretty much repaints. However, as I discovered, that's still kind of the case. But look, here's Thor, and here's Thor from the first movie. And as you can see, I was pleasantly surprised that the Thor from the new movie actually is a very different outfit. It's not just a different color scheme. Now it could be there's a rubber piece that covers his chest, so I mean it could basically be the same figure underneath. I don't know. There's a different head sculpt. You can see he's got a little braiding in his hair. I don't know if that's showing up. And then he's got this weird sort of who cut the cheese look on his face, whereas the original Thor is stern but relatively happy looking. But it is kind of a cool new figure of Thor. And then obviously the first Avengers movie has the armor. Second Avengers movie has bare arms. So there you go. Next up is ScarJo as the Black Widow. Again, a lot of differences from her. Now she was not an Avengers figure. When the Avengers came out originally, a lot of those Legends were Walmart exclusives. But she was not made in that line. She was made for Captain America Winter Soldier. And she actually has two heads. And I think the heads are actually, ironically for this figure, I think the heads are the same. But the bodies are different. Again, you notice that this one from the original movie has the little Black Widow symbol on her stomach. And then these holsters don't really connect to anything. They have like weird. Whereas the new movie, it connects to a belt that's a separate piece. In the back, there's a little more detail. If you check that out. Her paint apps look a little different. She looks paler, so they use a paler plastic. I believe this uses the Maria Hill body from the movie. But I did not 100% confirm that. But again, at least, you'll notice the stingers are painted. And of course, she's got the weird Tron paint job. There were 5 accessories with this set, and she comes with 2 of them. The batons, which really don't look good, and they're very soft plastic. They're like, I don't even know what they are. They're Admiral Akbar sticks. That was a real letdown on that one. She probably will not be displayed with those. But again, first movie, second movie. Now she's off to save Flynn. So let's get to the reason that I paid $84 for this set. Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo. One thing you'll notice is he's a little bow-legged, and that's because the way he's packaged, it literally pushes him in at the knee. And the irony is that when I first got this set, I spent plenty of time and I got his legs straightened out, and then of course to do the review, I had to put him back in the package, and then he got bow-legged again, which is crummy. His arms feel a little long, and there's a weird, the elbow joint, the middle piece for the tri-elbow looks weird, and I don't know if it's going to read on camera, but particularly when his arms are straight, the elbow joint looks big, and it's a big piece, and it's very weird. I think they did a decent job capturing his likeness. Like I said, this is a separate piece. He's got little loafers. I should probably do that against something he can. And they are rocker joints, as I said. Obviously, his previous movie figure. So it is different than the first movie figure of Mark Ruffalo. I think you can see they didn't just reuse the same body. Which is, you gotta give Hasbro credit for that. I think they went a different route, which is cool. Seriously though, I love the civilian characters. I wish we had a Tony Stark in a suit. I have no idea why that isn't a legend. And I would buy this toy in a 4-inch scale in a nanosecond. I really think they should do like a Comic-Con Banner, Stark, maybe Pepper Potts, Coulson. We did get a Legends Coulson. That was a Toys R Us set that we didn't review, but Ow. Ooh, that went unfortunate the way he crashed. Lastly and leastly is Hawkeye. Now Hawkeye was really the breakout star of the second movie, and he was kind of meh in the first movie, but he was the human core of the team in the second movie. We got to see his house, we got to see his family. So of course, let's just not do him any justice with his figure. Literally the same figure with a new head. That's the only thing that's different. And then the coral. Okay. Amongst the many things that are different are the coral, because it is more detailed, which is nice, and then the head. But if you look at the bodies, they are the same. He's even got the little bump on his chest where the SHIELD logo went. And this one has like a little rubbery plastic bandolier thing for the coral. This one didn't even have that. So it's just sticking out of his back awkwardly because the peg is extra long because it's supposed to go in through the little rubbery piece, even though it's a different sculpt. It may come with some other figure that I just don't remember. But again, as you can see, like it's the same figure, and that's annoying because he had a different outfit. He had a coat. And the 4-inch scale figure is the Avengers, the first movie figure that they just released in packaging with Ultron. I think they packaged him with Nick Fury, which they released from the first movie. And he didn't have a coat. He has a coat. He has a weird, creepy Doctor Who long coat thing. I don't know. But like that's really weak. And this is a $80 set. You think they could have found somebody with a long coat to slap the head on. So boo, Hasbro, boo. Boo! Trapper John will hear of this. I will report this to Colonel Potter. We will report this to Colonel Potter. Stay alive, whatever may occur. I will find you. Oh no, I won't. Oh no! Ultron wins. So, I mean, that's a quick overview of the Avengers Amazon 4-pack for Marvel Legends. With tax and shipping, it was about $84. You figure that the figures themselves run about $20 a pop these days. So that's not a horrible price. It's not a bargain, but it's not a bad price. I was pleasantly surprised that these two guys used different bodies. Obviously, Banner was a must-get, and then Hawkeye was really a disappointment. New head and Coral notwithstanding. And as I said earlier, there were the box lists 5 accessories. They are Mjolnir, her 2 super cheap little batons, and his bow and the quiver are listed as accessories, even though bow at least is reused and the quiver might be reused. So that about wraps up our quick little look at the Age of Ultron box set. You know, if you're a fan of the film, if you're a fan of the Avengers, you're going to want them. I'm a Hulk nut, so, I mean, you know, it had to happen. So, until next time for Toy World Order, don't make me angry, because you will not like me when I'm angry. Okay, no.